So what, you're looking to try and get the Quap versus the Tide in a 1v1? Is that the plan really? Or what are sort of Liquid hoping by making this?
I think he just wants to make sure that he doesn't get like just crippled by the bounty hunter so much. Because like DK as well, you can't like in the past times Queen of Pain versus DK, Quap could be able to bully, but now with the way Dragon Knight works, it's really hard to actually bully a DK out of lane, the way Dragon Blood is. I
like that. I think OpTic, they're reading this though, aren't they? Because it looks like they are sending CC&C down towards the bottom, and they'll put 33 mid against the lone Druid. So I think that's OpTic correctly predicting the lanes and getting the matchups back in their favor, right?
Yeah, and I think Liquid, they traditionally do run Matu on the mid as that lone Druid. They did it in the last series as well that they played the lone. All right, okay.
Yeah, OpTic already with the advance in that sense.
Look at Zai already preparing to try to go for some courier snipes here. Puts the ward behind that tier 1 tower mid.
Actually, as I said, that 33 has come all the way down bottom. Yeah. I wonder if maybe because the bear was here, that sort of maybe changed their mind in where they think that Matu might be.
They're scouting. They've been scouting Miracle though in the bottom lane. So I think they just. They're switching it up.
They're sort of umming and ahhing.
Sure. Look at CC&C. He's actually just moving back and forth. He's now moving sort of toward mid.
He's like, I want to play mid.
All right, he's going mid.
Okay.
They were still debating it.
33 was like, please let me mid quick. Well, no, I got this, bro.
And Zai will pull the creep wave. Actually, 33 actually gets that experience. GH, mind control.
Went in on him. Peter Pan down, we'll be fine.
Has Nightmare skilled. He was Nightmare versus these creep pulls is the ideal, but he actually gets stunned up again. PPD. He might have just died to the clap.
He certainly has.
He is dead.
That's first blood for GH. He's back in a little unnecessarily there.
Yeah, he stepped back in. Big mistake.
So these lanes, as they've set up with CC&C indeed going and sticking to the mid lane, 33 going down towards the bottom. Is that actually a bit better then for Liquid?
I mean, I think they're both gonna farm in the mid lane, like DK versus Lone Druid. They're not really gonna kill each other. Maybe when Lone Druid gets 5, he can start putting some pressure slightly onto the DK. But I think they want to be able to have this Zai doing this creep manipulation for the Tide Hunter, which is gonna net 33 to get experience. Kuro walks down.
They're gonna give him a bit of chase down here, Zai, and 33. Couple of hits. Top. Trying to just do its best to disrupt the aggression of Liquid, make sure the space is there. Pycat's Jarrett.
Kuro's actually just gonna try to zone down bottom here. This is exactly what Misery's been doing. Just Orb of Venom, spawn some trees, try to zone that offlaner as best as possible, but I don't really level 2. And Miracle. Having this being, ranged hero versus Tide Hunter, gonna be able to farm very nicely with that base damage. Both fours actually doing the exact same movement. They both move toward the bounties, claim them at the exact same time. Some very similar stuff happening on both sides here.
So can we imagine on this bottom lane, will Kuro sort of leave Miracle on his own? Because surely Miracle, is he not going to want to try and get the solo experience out of this lane so he can hit those key level timings on the quad?
I mean, with TPs, sure, he might make movements around just to look for kills. Probably toward the top lane whenever GH and my control get ahead and get a good number advantage like, without creeps. I think he can definitely move there. Ganking mid, not really that likely. I don't think they mind splitting XP.
Okay.
And top lane's going really well for Liquid already. They're putting pressure onto the Gyro, as you see, 9 and 4 last hits compared to the 14 and 7 of the Queen of Pain. Oh, GH just missed a side pull. I mean, it is pretty hard now to be able to get it every single time, but if you do get those side pulls, it actually does make the lane a lot easier. But we'll TP to base. Love that mana. See where his next destination.
CC&C, pull a little behind in experience here with the high amount of denies that Matuma Man's being able to get from this lane.
Yeah.
Just hit 15 to 10 against the 11 for 2. Top lane. There's the TP you talked about. As soon as they find an opening to go in on Pycat, Kuro wants to join him for the kill secure.
Body blocks.
Oh, he's doing it as well with these triggers on PPD.
And they will get him as well.
They have done indeed. Burrow Strike comes in, can't even get the brain sap out. That's the rotations you're looking for from Kuro's Nature's Prophet.
I mean, this is putting a lot of threat here already onto OpTic. It's 2k gold lead at the start because they're securing all 3 lanes. Now this Queen of Pain can be left alone bottom. Kuroki can just feel free to move around with GH.
Yeah, that really was the thing I said, sort of the start. Do you worry about the XP sharing? And the answer is no, you don't, with the amount of denies Miracle's been able to get, as he does have the level advantage, pretty much a clear level ahead of 33's Tide.
And the mid lane already just a clear advantage for Matsu having the bear as well as his hero at the last hit. That extra damage is enough for him to perfectly fine versus CCNC. A kill, like we said, is very unlikely versus the Dragon Knight, but he is starting to put some pressure on with the angles.
Question is, how do you sort of get something done with Zai's bounty hunter? Where can it go to sort of alleviate some of the pressure and the fact that Liquid are managing to succeed in pretty much all 3 lanes at the moment?
I mean, they're in a lot of trouble here with this tri lane being top. Zai has moved his way to try to put some pressure on here.
PPD's just dead. They managed to right-click him down. Kuro in a bit of trouble as Zai will look to chase down the Nature's Prophet. The Drunken Haze comes through, but still Zai gets the touch. Zai will find the kill. It may cost him his life though. GH and Mind Control look to run him down. Will find it. Double kill for Mind Control. Now Pycat left on his own. Now Kuro actually back him with the TP up top. Bottom lane, Miracle is actually able to get the solo kill onto 33, and Pycat, he's still all on his lonesome here. The TPs are coming through. Can they get there in time to help him out? They cannot. That'll be the death of the Gyro. Mind Control puts the Fairy Fire. PPD looking for revenge. He'll pop out the Nightmare. Hit onto this Protruder, but the misses. Is it enough? It is. PPD will find it with the right clicks. In fact, that's not just a double. He looks for another. Zai will be able to take down Kuro. So OpTic Gaming do strike back at that bit of an attempt up top from Liquid. Bit of a messy one. GH kind of done here. Goes for the Burrow Strike onto PPD.
Yeah, there you're seeing come into play is the Rocket Barrage getting tanked up by those trees. There's so many units there that it doesn't really do as much damage as you usually expect. Now
Tide's gone over top. GH in with the Burrow Strike onto Zai. Zai will fall. PPD now being turned towards GH. Will have the Burrow Strike back up in a couple of seconds, but PPD gets himself underneath the tier 1 tower.
Liquid they're winning all 3 lanes because of these movements.
No, OpTic were able to find some kills in return up that top lane. Still not enough to swing them back in favor. 8 for 4. 3k lead 6 minutes in. Showing a Miracle down bottom, getting these sort of solo kills, keeping him in a very good place. As the CS for him and Matumba Man, it's pretty much perfect CS here at the moment. 6 minutes in, 39 for 16 and 35 for 40.
Yeah, already the Dominator finished on the bear. Miracle's just gotten lots of heavy stats at the start here, getting the Robe of the Magi, the Ring of Aquila. And it's actually forced 33 kind of out of the lane with all this pressure. GH looking to try to secure this mid tower. See the Dominator takes the siege creep, and in comes Kuroki.
Well, then Mind Control is getting gone upon. The 3 of them do surround him. He is not level 6 as of yet. They've got the Nightmare. PPD sets up for Pycat to close the gap with the Rocket Barrage, and OpTic will punish the off-lane Brew, left alone. As indeed the supports of Liquid looking to put pressure onto the mid lane.
They have to get all the kills possible whenever they see the movements coming out, because Liquid already claimed this tower with this extra siege creep.
That's a very early tier 1 tower mid to fall. 7 minutes in. Early objectives for Liquid. They're going to push on the pressure for more with this Nature's Prophet and Lone Druid. They've got a lot of pushing potential. GH even playing around with CCNC there with the Burrow Strike, but now CCNC.
They've got to bring like everybody here from OpTic to push them away.
He's trying to get some sort of a control here. They have got 33, but he's not level 6, does not have the Ravage. Pycat and Zai are there though. They've got their eyes towards Matumba Man. There's the homing missile cooldown as well. They surround the Lone Druid.
Nicely done.
And they will find Matumba.
A very needed kill with that rotation from Pycat. He knows, like, it's already a bit of a problem the way that the game is going, so he has to be moving around so they don't lose all these towers so early. That's Mind Control more. He's level 6 on the Brew now.
I can't.
Gonna go for the Orchid build on the...
D?
Zai is making his way toward top.
Trying to set up here onto the Brew, but as you say, he does have Primal Split available. He's got the backup of Kuro. Doesn't need to pop the ult, as already Pycat and PPD have to back away with the presence of the Nature's Prophet. Bottom lane, instant jump in again from Miracle. Sees an opportunity for a solo kill, and he finds it with the Sonic Wave. Top lane, Pycat will TP away from this push. He does not want to be caught off by the pressure that Liquid are applying.
This tower's dead, though.
This spot, I mean, 33, he's having a rough time down here. He is in the bottom 3 net worth. He has got his level 6, but level 9 on Miracle.
Yeah, he's gonna have a very early Orchid timing in this game. Not the easiest ways to really catch him out either. They've got Fiend's Grip eventually when they have 6 on Bane as well as the Dragon Knight, but the animation from Fiend's Grip is pretty hard to get off on Queen.
They're trying for a smoke player. They do have the Ravage. Maybe OpTic Gaming can find something big if they can get 33 on the front lines. Kuro pretty far up and out on his own. They obviously want to try and look for the bigger targets. Zai has eyes on them. They may just have to settle for Kuroki, who heads into the tree line, goes straight for the TP out. Are they going to be able to cancel it in time? No, they're not. Kuro's out of there. And the smoke from OpTic unable to catch any of the members of Liquid.
Oh man, OpTic getting heavily outmaneuvered, and it's costing them in the economy department. Already a 5k gold lead for Liquid as well as a 3k experience lead. And during all this too, since they've gotten these early towers, you see the ward vision coming out from them is very, very good, very deep to be able to watch where the gyro is moving in particular. Cat already set back heavily, bottom 5 net worth. They have to catch back up through some big kills. Goes bottom to try to get that level 6 they need, as well as the bounty hunter to get tracked, but Zai is still quite a ways away.
Zai tabs on the Sand King and making sure that he can grab the bounty runes away from him. Mid lane CCNC putting some pressure on tier 1 tower with the Elder Dragon form, but TPs are coming through from Liquid. They're going to look to try and fight. Kuro TPing in, GH opening up with the burst strike straight away. The cooldown will come out from Pycat, but he's already out of there, leaving CCNC for dead. As he'll be slowly chased down. Can they quite get him? It looks like the bear's sort of blocking them up at the moment. Actually, CCNC is going to be able to survive the caustic finale. Slow comes through. He turns with a dragon tail onto the bear. The Timmerman still trying to chase, but CCNC, he may just be fine
The
here.
troll creep.
Oh no, they've got him. Or have
And
they?
the root.
Yes, they do. There's the root, there's the RNG. The Matumba needed to help them seal the deal. That certainly took them a fair bit of time, but they get the job done. They put it back.
Miracle jumps in.
Just jumps in and takes the kill. He should. Is he going to be able to get out of this? 33 pops the Ravage. You really want this. Blink's going to be back up in a second. He has been tracked.
Oh no.
Immediately goes to the Blink. The TP out. Miracle makes it away. Nice Ravage, he says.
And they get top tower, and they kill the gyro. Everything for OpTic is actually just completely falling apart in this game. It's an 8k lead already.
I mean, what has happened? Because OpTic, we've seen in the game, said they have been looking really hot here at LAN, but this game, something is just not working out because they're now at an 8k deficit. This is one of the harshest openings to a game that OpTic have had here. 33 comes in, but he's got no Ravage. Immediately gets Burrow Strike. They pop the Primal Split. Pycat trying to hold back inside of Liquid with the cooldown, but 33, falling incredibly low, has to back himself away. Liquid will start to retreat as they do begin to get tracked up. Kuro goes for the TP out. Get the stun onto him in time. Kuro should be punished for this. The track's there. Bounces from the Shuriken and the homing missile, holding him down for the pre-fire to finish him off. Zai gets rooted though, but Timmerman turns with a bear. Finds a return kill, but OpTic making sure that they can get the favorable trade. They've got the grab onto the Brewmaster and will take a second. This time able to punish Liquid. These are track kills up for OpTic.
But they're completely on the defensive aspect here. They are actually having to react to everything that Liquid's doing. They're not able to make their own moves on the map because of how aggressive Liquid's being with their draft. Big problem here.
Miracle very close to having a pretty much a 13-minute Orchid at this rate with this tower going down. OpTic Gaming. Gonna be able to do anything about the tier 1, not the tier 1 at least. They will group up around the tier 2.
They don't have Ravage available though. I don't think that they can actually take the fight, even though Liquid does not have any of their ultis either.
Bottom lane, Pycat. He's out here on his own. He's in a lot of trouble. He's trying to run. He's trying to hide. Can he juke his way out of this?
Just a bit here. There's the Mud Golem chasing as well with that stun if they can close the gap.
Speedy. There's GH.
And GH has a blink already.
He's got the control. Another kill for Matumberman as Pycat caught out alone. Tick desperately needing to find some way to slow down this game because at the moment, 13 minutes in, Liquid are reaching on a 10k gold lead.
That's the Orchid. They're gonna have to just get some I mean, they have to get big kills here with like their Ravage, their Call Down, and get a lot of track kills to try to catch up in this one because Liquid is playing at such a great pace here already. And now with Blink Dagger, as we said, on GH and Mind Control, they can look to take these fights. Split's going to be back up in 10 seconds. OpTic don't think that they can take an engagement versus Liquid either. And during all this as well, Matumba Man is 300 gold from that relic, so the Radiance going to be in a pretty adequate timing.
They just have been unable to slow down even Matumba or Miracle this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's really a lot based on the way the lanes went. The top lane, they were able to get so much on Mind Control that with Kuroki porting into, they put a lot of pressure onto Pycat. And Miracle just free farmed, as well as Matu in the mid lane.
I mean, you sort of ask yourself, would things have been any different, do you think, if they did put the DK down bottom of the Tide in the mid?
I don't think so. I think the DK actually might die even worse than the Tide Hunter.
Okay.
Because in Tide mid, you're not going to be able to farm that well versus the Lone Druid either. It's probably the same outcome.
Smoke up from Liquid. They've got the high ground. They've got their eyes on CCNC. They want to jump this. They're pretty close to the bait. They do. They go in straight away with the Orchid, Epicenter and all as they bring down the Dragon Knight. And they've got the lane pushed in down bottom to take this tier 2 tower as well. 15 minutes in.
And again, it's Liquid making all the moves. OpTic, they're so on the back foot that they actually can't make any aggressive plays here.
They're just playing so fast. This is an incredibly fast game from Liquid that is proving so far to be hugely successful against OpTic Gaming, as they just don't seem to have an answer for this pace of play.
They're even knocking at the base again here.
Desperately trying to clear things out here with the cooldown and Flak pushing back the bear.
Liquid, they force everybody back. As soon as they see all of them there, they start to split up and go farm the side lanes.
Pycat to somehow get those items that he needs to sort of be able to hold back these pushes, but the way things are going, he does have to go for that BKB straight up after the drums, and he is a long way away from it.
And the thing is that they really lack damage on the side of OpTic too. Like, it's pretty much all going to come from that gyrocopter. The rest of them don't really do that much in terms of damage versus Liquid. Like, it's the call down and the rest of the gyro spells, like Ravage, sure, but Dragon Knight at this point isn't really that damage dealing force. Neither is the Bane or the Bounty Hunter.
It's a bit of an interesting one here from Miracle, going for the Shadow Blade after the Orchid, despite playing against the Bounty Hunter.
He's done this in the past though, right? Yeah, I've definitely seen him go the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, I mean, you think it's still fun to do against a Bounty? I mean, I guess you're not really too worried about the Bounty at this stage, and you are so far ahead that you could sort of question, does it really matter what he does by? But
it's really hard for them to catch him already, right?
Yeah.
And I think he wants to have that, and then maybe also being able to build into the Silver Edge eventually. He's versus a Dragon Knight, he's versus a Tide Hunter. If he gets Silver Edge, they can try to kill those heroes very quickly. And now they're actually making their way into the Roche Pit with this medallion.
Very hard for OpTic to sort of get a look in onto this as well, with the lead that Liquid have. These team fights, if they do try and take them, are going to be very hard to do so, and even more so now with the Radiance fully complete on Matumba Man.
Liquid's just not giving them any space. They're not making any mistakes. 33 bottom, GH ports in. He is tracked.
I've got more coming in, 33, trying to get himself away from this, but Mind Control jumps forward. Pycat looked to slow them down with the cooldown, but GH jumps himself across with the Epi and the Burrow. They'll be able to slowly claim kill on 33 as he tries to walk his way out of there. The Kraken Shell helping him out a little bit, but not enough. GH finds the finisher with the Burrow strike. OpTic still just unable to really find any sort of favorable trades against these plays that Liquid are getting away with.
And they're not able to even get any small pickoffs, right? They have a Bane, they have a Bounty Hunter, and a DK with the Blink Dagger. So now they want to try to catch people off guard when they're split up, but Liquid haven't really been giving those options pretty much at all this game. They're just playing as a unit, even with like their itemization too. Now you see Kuroki, he's going for the mech on the Nature's Prophet next, just be able to withstand, because OpTic very limited on the damage.
Yeah, as you said, yeah, after that sort of initial combo from the AoE team fight, the cooldown, the Ravage, if you can offset that with a quick burst heal,
yeah,
it's going to be very hard for OpTic Gaming to finish off the bigger targets on Liquid.
And now look at this, they're actually all just stuck together, but they're gonna smoke. They need to get some 5-man track kills whenever Liquid does split up. Are they gonna be able to find anybody? Mind Control.
They will jump in. Can they kill him off in time? They got the grip, they certainly can. Enough control there from OpTic to find the crew. Can they get the bear as well? It'll be a tasty bit of 300 gold. They're going to give him a bit of a rundown.
They might get baited into a fight here though. GH.
He comes in with the MP. He's managed to get two of them straight away with the burst. They've killed off both the Jara and the Bane Pycat. And Peter Pan diggity down to the sideline. 33 is well in trouble. Miracle gets the triple.
Enzai gets dusted up. They've got the stun from GH.
Found him. Miracle wants that ultra and he'll find it.
CCNC will get the stun on Miracle, but Miracle has an Aegis.
And I think CCNC wants to give Miracle that rampage.
Can he get it? The damage.
Can he get
Is it
it?
enough?
Oh, he really wants it, Miracle. Is he gonna get it? Oh
No. Not gonna get it. He's lost his time, but they're losing the Rax top.
They are.
I actually think OpTic's already out of this game.
Oh, he gets the kill at the end of it all. He does find CCNC. Pycat is just slowly dying. It's over, Pop.
This game's definitely over. They've already got Rax top. Mid's getting threatened now too, and it's just liquid.
It's a 20k gold lead at 19 minutes in. This is a very different OpTic to what we've been seeing in the other games. They've been looking incredibly strong, but this time round, Liquid, they've just broken them. As they are just hemorrhaging kill after kill now, OpTic. There is no coming back into this game.
No, definitely not. Now Batu just makes his way toward bottom.
GG, it's called. They tap out Liquid.
Oh my.
I mean, there's no nice way to put it. That was just a full-out stomp.
It really was.
That was a pretty incredible stomp. The OpTic is a team, they have been winning game after game here at Lab. But Liquid just turned up and they just absolutely